Hello, Marion.
Indiana Jones. Always knew someday you'd come walking back through my door. I never doubted that. Something made it inevitable. So what are you doing here in Nepal?
I need one of the pieces your father collected.
Welcome everyone, this is Master's Joke, also Master's Joke 75 on Instagram. So today I'm opening up Marion Ravenwood from Raiders of the Lost Ark. So this is, well, this figure plus the other three behind. These are the ones that I picked up from Lehman St Evenage during its half price closing down sale. I've only, before I picked up these guys, I only had one Indiana Jones figure, which was the figure from Raiders of the Lost Ark. I picked it up from Star Action Figures. I love them, but you can't have everything, and that's the only one I've got. I've not opened it. It's in my action figure case, which Star Action Figures provided to me for free. Just sits on a shelf. Always wanted these figures because I love Indiana Jones. I love the movies, and of course I love the attraction at MGM Studios, or what's it called now? Not MGM Studios, Disney's Hollywood Studios. And as I mentioned in my previous video, I am going to Disneyland Paris for my birthday next year, staying there for 5 days, and they've got an Indiana Jones ride there, an Indiana Jones attraction, which I have been on before. So very much looking forward to that. So yeah, I love Indiana Jones, but I just didn't have the cash to splash to buy everything. So I picked up a couple of figures, but it was Blacked Out Ewoks who, well, he basically said what I was thinking. I saw Marion, £5, let your eyes be your guide. Wasn't sure about the figure because I'd heard that it wasn't as good as the original version. And I did have a sleepless night thinking, should I have picked up that figure? And then I finally went back to Lame on the very last day, and I'd like to think I was the very last customer, and I picked up Marion, well, two Marions, £5 each. Let your eyes be your guide. They come with a monkey, which I didn't realise until I started looking into it a bit deeper. It comes with the monkey, you know, bad dates. So the monkey alone is worth £5. So I bought this. I bought two. Well, I don't know what I'm going to do with them really, because I don't really have the room for Indiana Jones as well. But I've sort of bought one to display, one to open. The one behind is in the best condition. Indy and Solar, they're in top quality condition. I think that they were £7.50 each. But yeah, so I'm going to open her up. But I'm thinking that I really like these figures. I know they're going, because I love Ollies. I love Ollies in America. I know these as well as the kind of Black Series style Indiana Jones figures, they're now in Ollies and they're going quite cheap. So definitely thinking about picking up the rest of the wave. There's only a few. I sort of wish I'd got Short Round. He was only £7.50 because I love Temple of Doom's my favourite out of all of them. But yeah, I'm going to open up Marion. One thing that, and I noticed this when I picked up the card, one thing I'm noticing is the card does seem a lot thicker on the Indiana Jones retro collection than it does on the Star Wars retro collection. And then, for example, Solar from which I'd say is from a later wave. I think the Raiders of the Lost Ark figures came out before the other ones. This is vintage collection quality in relation to thickness, and this is what I want to see with the Star Wars retro collection. I think that's all it's missing. I think, you know, I'd like them to do something on the back. I mean, this is lovely. What they've done on the Indiana Jones cards, it's beautiful. It's proper old school. I mean, I never saw Indiana Jones figures for sale ever in this country, you know, back in the 80s. But what they've done here is wonderful. But they need to do something with the Star Wars Retro Collection, because it deserves it. It deserves to be treated with respect. Or even if they did something like the Vintage Collection, where they had the image of the figure with, you know, the same colour as the peel, that would be wonderful. But as I keep saying, Hasbro are so close. They're so close, and you know, I know they're going to get there. I know they will produce the best ever Star Wars Retro Collection card back, and I think everyone will be happy. But yeah, I definitely think Hasbro have got it. You know, they're almost there. But yeah, I love the card. I love it's a nice image of Marion, which I believe, as I said, I've never seen the original card backs. I've never seen the original figures for sale in this country. But it's a lovely image of Marion. Yeah, the figure, I'm not totally convinced about the figure. I've heard that I mean, it's based on the original, but I've heard that the actual dress, soft goods, isn't as good as the original. I mean, it does look like an old curtain that you'd have at your nan's house. But yeah, I am pleased with the actual card itself. So yeah, I definitely want to pick these guys up. So Tot, is Tot? Is it? I think his name's Tot. He's a good figure because I think he comes with the burnt hand. Indy, I've obviously got him. I got him from Star Action Figures when he was first released. The German mechanic, who's Pat Roach from If We the Same Pet. Absolutely love him. He's just wonderful. And also, again, always reminds me of the Indiana Jones attraction at Hollywood Studios. Belloc, that would be a good figure to get because he's got soft goods. And then, of course, we've got Marion and the little cheeky monkey. So, yeah, I think this should be a good figure. I'll be honest with you, I'm more interested in the monkey than Marion. I don't know. I've got to look at the figure first. But you know, there's only one way to open these. It's not like Christmas 1984 because I've never opened an Indiana Jones figure in my life. But you know, if you've got to open them old school. So so there she is in the tray. And I've got to say, it does look, well, she looks better out of the bubble. The facial sculpt, I mean, it's retro, isn't it? It doesn't look anything like Marion, but it is retro. I don't know. Do you know what? It reminds me of, you know, back in the day, old people, not my nan was quality, but old people, they'd keep their toilet rolls underneath like a lady with a big skirt on, and it looks like one of those toilet roll ladies. Monkey's got a surprised look on his face, but then again, I suppose you would have if you'd be eating poison dates. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to get her out of the tray and we'll have a proper look at her. And here she is. It's not a bad figure. I suppose I think the weirdest thing about it, I mean, obviously this is based on the original release, which I never saw. But but Indy looks like Han Solo, so he looks like a Star Wars figure. But Marion doesn't look anything like a Star Wars figure. I mean, I think the surprising thing is the hands. So she looks, I mean, it's not a delicate figure. It's quite heavy duty. It's very well made. But the hands, the arms, it doesn't look like a character from Star Wars, which is kind of what I was expecting. I know it's Indiana Jones, but I wasn't expecting her to look like this. I don't know. I mean, it's all right. £5. Let your eyes be your guide. Comes with a monkey. The dress, I don't really like the dress. I don't think the actual material looks right. Just looks like a net curtain, or what are they called? Doilies. That my nan used to have one on the dining room table in her house. So she's got some material underneath, just plain white material under the skirt. Now I don't know, I think the plain material might have looked better. And she's got little, she's got those shoes that Belloc gives her. And you know, let's give Marion a bit of dignity. But I mean, that's, you know, I'll show you a little bit of leg, a bit of flesh. But that's what she looks like. So she's very, I don't know how you describe her. She's I don't know. It just doesn't look like an action figure, but it's nice enough. And she does seem to stand up as well. I've had a little try. Obviously, no articulation. I don't know. It's a strange figure. But obviously it's based on a figure that was previously released in the 80s. So I can't really... It's difficult for me to kind of comment on it, being a reproduction or something that was previously released. But it's all right. I mean, £5, you can't go wrong. And she does, see, she does stand up, which is a result. Let's put her there. But I'll be honest, I'm a bit more interested in the monkey, who I don't know. Can I get that into focus? It's quite difficult to see. It's quite difficult to see him. Here we go. Yeah, I think the monkey's good. It's got no articulation whatsoever. But I remember him well from the Raiders of the Lost Ark movie. It's quite difficult to put him on camera, but I like him. Reminds me of like a pen topper from Chip and Lucky Club when I used to buy books back in the 80s from school, which included the Return of the Jedi storybook, which I think I got it a week before I watched the movie in Waltham Cross back in, was it 83, 84? I can't remember. No, 1983. Was it 83? Yeah, I'm really happy with the monkey. It doesn't do anything, but I like it. So, yeah, it's not bad. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to score her, really. I mean, I don't know. Do you know? Maybe if I get some more of these figures, because well, looking on the back of Marion's card. So I've got Indiana Jones. So I've got 1, 2. So I've got 3 figures to get from this wave, and then from Temple of Doom, I've just got Short Round to get. So that's 4 figures I need. And then from the Last Crusade, because I don't think they've made any figures for any of the other movies, but from the Last Crusade I need Indiana Jones and his dad, Sean Connery. So that's 6 figures I need to pick up, and I think I'm going to do it. I mean, it's not a bad figure. It's not a bad figure at all. But I don't know. It's not a figure that I really care for. It's not a great figure. It's not like Princess Leia. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to set her up so we can have a proper look at her, and then I'll make my final scoring decision. Right, so this is a difficult one, because I'm not sure if I even like the actual action figure. I mean, I love the actress, I love the character of Marion, but I'm not sure if I like it. Maybe it was the wrong first figure to open, because it's almost like Marion goes with Indiana Jones and not the other way around. So I'm glad I picked her up, but I don't know, I think I need to open some more Indiana Jones figures to go with Marion to make the figure actually work. I mean, I don't know, I suppose because it's not like a Star Wars figure. I don't know what I was imagining I was going to get. I think I assumed it was going to be like a Star Wars figure, and it's nothing like a Star Wars figure. But I quite like the sculpt without the skirt. I just don't think the skirt works. I don't know how close it is to the original. But, you know, scoring her, I would probably, I'd say 8 out of 10. But you've got to remember, you've got the soft goods, even though I don't like the soft goods. You've got the monkey. I mean, the monkey's 10 out of 10. If I was scoring the monkey, it'd be 10 out of 10 any day of the week. I'd say 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 for Marion. But I think I've opened up these figures in the wrong order. I think Marion herself is an accessory to Indiana Jones. So it's quite difficult doing it on her own. But I'd say 8 out of 10. It's not a bad sculpt. Doesn't look anything like her, but let's be honest, the retro collection figures don't look anything like the characters. Yeah, 8 out of 10. Because you've got to remember, it was £5. £5 from Lame on their half price closing down sale. Let your eyes be your guide. I mean, you can't say fairer than that. £5 worth every penny. Just I don't know, it just wasn't it wasn't the figure I was expecting her to be. But I love the monkey. But yeah, I mean, that's really all I can say on it. It's not a favourite figure of mine, but it will be better once I get some more figures. So I think, I think I said there were 6 that I need to get. So I'm definitely going to look into it, because I know they're now being reduced. So yeah, definitely want to look at it. But yeah, of course, Temple of Doom is my favourite. So I definitely want to get this this bad boy open. But as you can see, he looks, well, to me, it's just it's Han Solo, it's Harrison Ford. So yeah, the figure probably looks nothing like Harrison Ford, but because I used to I'm familiar with the face from my Star Wars figures growing up, for me it is Indiana Jones. A really weird one, a really strange one, but definitely I'm going to try and pick up the rest of the wave. But yeah, that is the end of the video. Bit of a strange one, because as I said, I've never opened an Indiana Jones figure before. I've never reviewed one. But yeah, I'm glad I picked it up. £5. It's worth it. Definitely worth it. Highly recommended in relation to costings. I don't think I would pay more than a £5, if I'm honest. But I'm not a fan of the figure. But anyway, that is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It lets me know you care. It also helps the channel. Let's have one last look at that face sculpt. Yeah, it's not a bad figure, but it does look like one of those ladies that has toilet roll underneath her skirt. And look at the skirt. I just don't like the skirt. I think it looks awful. But yeah, that is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It lets me know you care. Also helps the channel. And I'll see you. Oh, shall I get it to wave? I'll see you in the next one.